Olivia came downstairs wrapped in a towel after her timed 3-minute shower and announced, "My bush is growing too fast."
You know, out of all of the content that I've reviewed over the years, no form of content has been more entertaining to review than the animated story channels.
Why are the babies in handcuffs?
They're a staple across the YouTube scene with classics such as I Am Breastfed at 16 and I Had Triplets at age 15, then the police showed up. Yeah, some absolute fucking gems there. So today I thought I would provide some of the finest high-quality animated stories to show y'all in this video. You know, stories revolving around giving birth to plants and animals biting off your crotch. You know, the best of the best. Anyways, let's get into the first video.
Remember the tampon eating girl who went viral a while back?
The what? The only person I can recall doing shit like eating tampons is Jerry.
Hi, I'm Ava, and just to put it into context, Olivia and I have environmentally aware parents. So we grew up hearing things like, turn the lights off, and if it's yellow, let it mellow.
Didn't know this phrase was still in existence, but it means if you piss, don't flush it. Just want to go ahead and put this out there. Don't be the one fucking guy that believes he's saving millions of dollars for not flushing their piss down a toilet. You aren't saving shit aside from making your bathroom smell like a middle school boy's locker room.
But at least we didn't have to use the same dirty bathwater for weeks on end, like I've seen some parents make their kids do online. My parents did have this thing about disposables, though. They flat out refused to buy anything that was going to be flushed down the toilet. So we all had these colored square towel washcloths. We'd hang them in the bathroom and use them for cleaning different bits of our body. A white one for the top end and a brown one for the other end.
Did these fucking Neanderthals just admit to using a towel to wipe the shit off of their assholes? Like, do you just hang the towel out to dry so the shit crusts up? Do you just reuse the same shit crusted towel every time you bend down to squat?
Us girls had a pink one too, and they all had our initials in the corner, so we didn't accidentally wash our face with one Dad used on his other end.
Or just use fucking toilet paper!
Anyway, one night, Olivia came downstairs wrapped in a towel after her timed 3-minute shower and announced, "My bush is growing too fast."
How did somebody write this shit?
I snickered, while Mom raised her eyebrow and said, "Well, give it a trim, honey. There's nail scissors in the bathroom cabinet."
Where in your mind do you decide to write a true story about a girl complaining to her mom about bush overgrowth? Is this something you find pleasure doing? Sick fuck.
My sister thought for a second, then stomped back upstairs with her legs turned out like she was riding a horse. She was back 15 minutes later, in her PJs, with her pink washcloth in her hands. "Well, what should I do with them?" she asked.
Eat it. You should fucking eat it. That should be the next animated story for these people. I'm a girl who has a fetish for growing bushes and eating them and wiping the bushy shit I take onto my pink rag to save money. Hell, I'll even get the thumbnail ready for you guys. Just let me know where you want to send me my revenue.
Mom was busy mending Dad's socks, where his big toenails had poked holes through the top. Without looking up, she asked, "What should you do with what, Olivia?" "My branches. Do you want me to plant them in the herb box by the window?"
Yes, the branches that grow down there. An excellent plot line. One day, she must have just bent down in the woods to pick something up, and a tree took its pollen grains and just...
Mom looked up at her blankly and said, "What on earth are you talking about?" Olivia just stamped her foot and said, "The branches I cut off. What do you want me to do with them?" I stared between them both, just as clueless as Mom. Then Olivia yelled, "You never listen to me," dumped her washcloth on the kitchen counter, and ran out of the room.
Step back and say more vomit!
As I reluctantly picked up the washcloth with my fingertips, something dropped out onto the floor. I looked down and saw the branches Olivia was talking about. What the? On the floor were a couple of these plant-like shoots that had been snipped off at the end, complete with stubby little leaves.
Do not worry, all of this will be explained, all of this will make sense in the end. All you have to do is hear the explanation and everything will make perfectly normal sense.
Turns out that one of her friends at school had told her that potatoes were very absorbent and good at eliminating smells. So instead of using her cup that Mom gave both of us for that time of the month, Olivia had decided to try her own eco-friendly alternative. Only she'd forgotten about it until it started sprouting branches.
Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, eco-friendly alternative. Since when is growing fruit in yourself considered eco-friendly? Like, from a writer's perspective, this already doesn't make any fucking sense. But this dipshit decided that it was a better alternative to stick a raw potato down your fucking chute and let it sit there. Good lord. Also, how on earth do you forget a fucking potato just sitting in there for months, growing roots and branches? Like, you don't feel that shit?
She's lucky the doctor was able to, deliver it before she poisoned herself. Or worse. What's the weirdest environmentally friendly thing you or someone in your family does?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't sticking fruits and vegetables up my asshole and letting it develop into an ecosystem. For fuck's sake! I get these obviously aren't real, but this is literal brain rot.
Hey, I'm Benjamin, and even though I'm only 21 years old, I already know that I will stay a virgin for the rest of my life.
What a great introduction. What a great way to start it off.
A few years ago, I went on vacation to Thailand. My family and I had just checked into our hotel. When I decided to go to toilet, we had just been off a 10-hour flight, and I was bursting. So I sat down on the toilet with my headphones on, listening to music, when I suddenly felt something pulling on my cucumber.
Okay, so it's fine to have the word penis capitalized in the title for the video, but actually saying it in the video is strictly off limits. Gotcha. Something's pulling on his cucumber. Way to save the video from being blocked, guys.
My first reflex was to jump up and look down. I saw a big, long snake that had sunk its teeth into my cucumber.
It's clearly a gay snake. Calm down. He just wanted some action. He just wanted to stick his fangs into a different kind of meat. He just wanted to gobble some glizzy. Let the man do his fucking thing.
They normally only eat mice, rats, or chipmunks. But my cucumber must have looked tasty or something, and once the snake had bitten into it, it didn't let go again. I started screaming.
Okay. He's clearly enjoying that shit. He's got his legs way out and that snake is going to fucking town on his crotch. It looks like he's about to jizz his fucking pants on that thing.
And ran out of the toilet, with the snake still holding on to my cucumber.
This animation sucks ass. There's no way the budget was over $10 for this video inception. It looks like some shit out of a Rage comic.
When I saw my mom, I screamed, "Ah, help me!" I screamed.
First of all the people you chose to show a gay snake sucking you off, why would the first person you run towards be your mom? The fuck is wrong with you? You can also tell the voice actor put his heart and soul into the production of this video.
Ah, help me! So, in the end, I tried to pull the snake's mouth open, but this made the snake bite down even harder. And that's when it happened. My cucumber got bitten off, and the snake swallowed 4/5 of it.
Yeah, that's definitely not how that works. A snake doesn't just slice your dick in half like a stick of butter. But of course, just about anything would make more sense than what's going on and being shared in this story. Well, unless you're this girl.
Unfortunately, my mom was too scared, and the snake escaped. Meanwhile, I found a taxi to get to a hospital, but the driver kept arguing how my blood was ruining his seats. I got so angry, I used my left arm to pull him out of his own taxi.
Call a fucking ambulance! If your penis is ripped in half and you're bleeding out, I think now is not exactly the time to wait for a taxi. Also, that's not an excuse to commit grand theft auto and steal someone's car.
I had never driven a car before, but it wasn't that complicated. And after 20 minutes of driving, I had found a hospital. When I ran into the lobby, I was covered in blood and screamed, "Help! Help!" When the nurses saw me, They immediately brought me to the emergency room. I still hope.
What are these fucking animations?
Well, it took 20 hours of operating on me until the doctors were able to fix my cucumber enough so that I could pee relatively normally into a toilet again. However, the doctors told me that I would never be able to make love to a woman again.
Listen, you may have not made love to a woman in your life, but you did make love to a gay snake camping in a toilet. And that is something nobody can take away from you.
And to make things worse, there were several TV crews outside my hospital room, trying to interview the boy that had lost his cucumber. I mean, seriously? Do you think I want to tell the whole world that my cucumber was bitten off by a snake while sitting on a toilet? Well, when I finally arrived back in the US, my girlfriend was waiting for me at the airport. And, we were both raised strictly Catholic and still virgins. We had planned to have our first time after we got married, but now I had to tell her about my condition. We sat down at an ice cream cafe. And I'm not joking, but she ordered herself a banana split. I waited until she was finished eating, and then I told her the news.
Hey babe, just wanted to let you know I made sweet love to a gay snake in Thailand while I was taking a shit. He sucked me off so hard my cock stopped working, and now I can't ejaculate and produce fertile offspring. Anyways, enjoy living the next 50 years stuck with a cockless giga chad such as myself.
I expected her to feel sorry for me or something, but she just said she wanted to take a look at it in the bathroom. And well, when I showed it to her, she started laughing so hard that tears were running down her face.
Yeah, there's supposedly still an additional 3.5 minutes, but I'm done fucking watching this. It's good to know that after all of these years, animated story channels are still putting out some of the highest quality content out on the YouTube scene. If you want to check out these channels, be sure to check out the 100 or so videos of minors getting pregnant with 20 babies. Those are some fucking classics.